there are 4 things that you want to do with your realtor to prevent buyer's remorse. When purchasing a property, the last thing that you want to experience is buyer's remorse, especially when spending that kind of money on a home. A home is usually one of the most expensive purchases someone might make. So the first thing you want to do is communication. Anything you might think of, ask your realtor. Don't assume it. Don't ask your friend based on what they went through, because everybody's situation is different. And that's what your realtor is there for, to answer all your questions. And if they don't know the answer, they will let you know or try to refer you to who you should ask. Like it might be a question for an attorney, or it might be a question for an inspector. So the second thing you want to do is go over the seller's disclosure. So if you are lucky, because some homes don't have it. Remember, some are owned by investors. Some people might just bought the home to flip it. They might not, or never lived in it, so they might not know information about the house. But when you do have a seller's disclosure, make sure you go over it with your realtor. Any questions you have, ask, so they can ask the homeowner to give them more information about that. So line by line questions on there. They'll say if the home was in a flood zone, if it's ever had a leak or anything, so termites. So you want to go over that. Seller's disclosure is very important, especially if you have one. The third thing is summarize the home inspection report. So not only do you receive a seller's disclosure if you're lucky, but the home inspection report. So you want to go over that and see what they say, see what the inspector says, make sure it's passed for your loan if you're receiving a loan, and make sure all questions are answered. And this gives you a little wiggle room and a little negotiation room in case there's things that look like they were fine, but they aren't fine and they need to be fixed. The fourth thing, before you sign the dotted line, go ahead and go through another walkthrough of the property. Remember, when you first went on the property, it might have been a couple weeks before the actual signing and closing date. So, and then everything is moved out. So you might see things, or some things might have changed, or there might have been something that happened in between the time you put the offer and it was accepted and the day you want to close it. So go ahead and do a final walkthrough and make sure everything is addressed and everything is okay, so you can prevent having buyer's remorse when you purchase your home. I hope this helps, and if you have any questions, let me know.